Hey everybody, this is Rhino, and we are back to LEGO Star Wars 3: The Clone Wars. Take a look and notice that we're only up to 400,000 studs. Part of the reason it's so low and we're this far out is because the first three levels in this path have been just two of them were real-time strategy, top-down levels, and this level was a flying around level. So we've had very little opportunity to get any increase in our stud count. Uh, that's a shame, and it's going to make it harder to save up for the score multiplier times 2, which is the thing I should have been saving up for before, but uh, we will have to get it later. I imagine what I'll do is we'll run through all of the levels, and then I'll probably put uh, a little bit of uh, what would be a good word? A little bit of time into running around everywhere on the ship and trying to find the red bricks. And once I've found them, I'll see what I can purchase. And hopefully I can get score times 2, if not all the score multipliers, at a discount rate compared to some of the other LEGO games, because it doesn't seem like there's as many opportunities to collect studs. Here we have R2-D2 showing up, and here we have this lady putting on lipstick. She sees him in the bathtub and shudders. But even when he was in the bathtub, I think he was wearing his shirt. And so it seems like the blue lady is the Han Solo equivalent. And the other lady is maybe the Chewbacca equivalent. Yeah. And here's a new species I've never even seen playing golf. Which how would they know how to play golf? I have to admit, seeing the two major female leads here running around in tank tops or tube tops, and then every single male character in these scenes is fully shirted, is just an imbalance. And I think they should solve that imbalance both in this game and in the Star Wars movies by having more guys take off their shirts. To be only fair. Like Han Solo, Harrison Ford, he should have totally been showing it off. Mark Hamill, I believe, is the actor for Luke. Luke was young and good looking. Like, why wasn't he wandering around the desert planets with their shirts off? There's real opportunity there that George Lucas missed, and the Star Wars series missed. And I guess in some weird way, that's what I would edit in the enhanced editions. Is I would tell, let's edit some six-pack abs onto to Luke and Harrison Ford and have them walk around. What am I supposed to be doing here? I guess I'm supposed to be this guy. But this guy and who? This guy? Is this Yoda's species that we're looking at? There's a lot of question as to if Yoda even was a species, or if he was just the only one of his species left, or something like that. Because we never saw anything to it. Oh no, don't make one of these. No. Don't tell me this is a strategy level. That they've snuck a strategy level in here. They've snuck a strategy level in here. Maybe it won't be so bad. Maybe I just need to build one thing right here, and that's it. Yeah, that might not be so bad. But there's a question here, is why isn't this the first tutorial? Why isn't this the first tutorial strategy level? It's clearly designed to be a tutorial strategy level. And yet, I've done, on this path alone, 2 extra levels before this that were more complicated. And this is pretty much complete confirmation that that's all we're gonna do on this path, is that we are going to we're going to do these strategy things, and in the middle and maybe in the last level we'll do a fly around level instead. So I'm gonna go ahead and build another cannon, which I can't do, so I'm gonna do small air support. And let's see, you're outnumbered, build a vehicle. And see, it's even showing me cutscenes of the guy asking for air support. And if the game wasn't locking up, we would see this. You know, games can use flashbacks and flash forwards. That is allowed. Like, so there would have been, if it really is just an issue of the story required that these actions occur as at a certain point in the series or movie, which I assume this is a cartoon series. It looks far too unfamiliar from what I've seen on TV of the episode 3 movie. And there's definitely some naming problems going on here with the and you can just beat the buildings to death, and this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous that it's this easy to destroy a building. Why not just let me, if you're gonna do that, let's see, cannon. Like, why not let me break the entire destroy the shield generator. See if we can destroy this cannon. I want to hit as many things as I can while we're doing this. There's really no reason to build extra things. Not yet, at least. See, yeah, why does it take, let's see how many, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Why does it take 12 hits to destroy these things? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, it takes about 40 hits, I would guesstimate. Can't afford that. And see, I got the shot ahead of the other shots, other characters, so... Frankly, I'd prefer a card game over this. If that's all it's gonna be, I'd prefer playing rock, paper, scissors over this. I'd prefer the little interactions that you have in Telltale games over this. And I'm not making a mistake there. I do mean Telltale games, not TT games, which is the creators of these. Like, none of the characters, particularly in the Star Wars universe, are even generals. Like, not the main characters. Now, I of course, there are generals that seem to do very little other than give very simplistic orders to the main characters, but like, nobody's really in charge. It's not a military operation as much as it's a rebellion with a ragtag group of people. See, I assume that we're supposed to break everything first. And I can just kind of jump. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Come on. I guess we'll go ahead and blow up the shield generator first. And then we'll blow up the other shield generator, which is kind of ridiculous. There's 2 shield generators going on here. This doesn't make any sense Lego-wise either. Did just balls of Lego bricks are now power sources? They're not even like special red bricks or anything. They're just gray bricks. Why not make them gold bricks if you were gonna do that? It would make more sense in the Lego video game series. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and... Can I not? The defoliator can be break. Destroyed. Destroy it to save the village. So this is just like something I have to shoot. And what's a defoliator? That seems to imply that it... well, I'm stuck. Seems like only the ground pound attacks actually work. So does it kill plants? I guess if we ever do find aliens, we will probably find out different species have different levels of shyness. Although on Earth, I guess it does kind of go the range, but it's mostly pretty shy in general. And most of the people in Star Wars are ornately overdressed. Just extremely overdressed, particularly considering half the planets you're on are rainforests or desert planets. Well, that was 14 minutes of tutorial misery. The one thing I would say, particularly in this case, is why didn't we flash forward and play that level, which was obviously a tutorial for the real-time strategies, before we hit any of the other strategy levels? Or at the very least, before we hit the other 2 strategy levels in the same path. It makes no sense at all. We didn't learn anything new, we just learned things we already had to figure out. And we've got another guy who's in jail. So it seems like every 3 or 4 levels you catch one of the bad guys, which I assume in the Clone Wars cartoon that every season or half season they established a new bad guy that they had to capture, and then there was a new bad guy to go after the next time, which is kind of standard in TV series and makes some sense. So now we're going after this one. And what's interesting is it's going back to Geonosis. And see, I imagine all of this does turn around into this idea of the storyline that in the cartoon they actually did go back to Geonosis, and that's why you have to go back to Geonosis here. Instead of this just being level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. You could have probably done a lot better of a job of balancing out levels if it just cycled through it. So we did maybe the Battle of Geonosis, and then we did the Hidden Enemy, and then we did Duel of the Droids, just to keep it a little bit more varied for video game's sake, but that would hurt the story a little bit because it'd be confusing. Well, 19.9% done. We're almost 1/5 of the way done with the game, and we are 4 hours in, and that cannot be right, can it? How could we possibly be 4 hours in? If we did 10 levels, and 10 levels were 40 minutes each, that would be 4 hours in. So I've either left the game paused or something, but then the clock doesn't move forward when the game's paused. Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? Anyways, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.